Joining us right now is the former Deputy Chief of Staff to President George W. Bush and Fox News contributor Karl Rove. Karl, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Morning.
First, your reaction to all of the events of the day. Let's first talk about the near collapse at the 9/11 memorial, as well as the deplorables comments. Hillary Clinton not having a good week, obviously. What's your takeaway?
No, she had a bad week, a really bad week. Look, the health incident would have been less problematic had she, on Friday, when she was diagnosed with a mild case of pneumonia, announced it. And the fact that she was diagnosed on Friday and we don't find out about it, the American people don't find out about it until Sunday, raises concerns about what she's hiding. I mean, this is a self-inflicted wound on her part. They should have come out Friday and said, we found out the reason why she was hacking in Cleveland. She's got a mild case of pneumonia, no hospitalization needed, needs to be on antibiotics, take a little bit less on the campaign trail. And then Sunday, it would have been less problematic. As it is, it's created added to this case of what is she hiding from us? Does she tell us the truth about things?
Right. So once again, people are debating whether or not she's sicker than she's letting on, and why there's no transparency on the campaign. Obviously, this health issue now taking center stage in the race for the White House. Donald Trump just commenting on his own health on Fox and Friends moments ago. Listen to this, Karl.
This last week, I took a physical, and I'll be releasing when the numbers come in. Hopefully, they're going to be good. I think they're going to be good. I feel great. But when the numbers come in, I'll be releasing very specific numbers.
So I guess this incident makes it even more important for both candidates to release their health records then, Karl. American people deserve to know.
Yeah, look, if there are questions about health, we've got the oldest Democrat ever nominated for office, and if Donald Trump were elected, he'd be the oldest president at the time of his inauguration. So there is a question, and if questions are raised, then the best way to deal with them is to put all the records out there for both candidates, have them examined, if need be, in private by physicians, like was done with John McCain in 2008, and let those physicians serve as interpreters of that data and reassure the American people about the condition of both of these candidates. But I mean, once again, I repeat, this is largely self-inflicted. The Clinton campaign on Friday, when they had that diagnosis, should have come out and let the American people know. Same thing happened back when she had her fall and the concussion and the brain clot in 2012. 2011 and 12, she did not tell the American people what was happening at the time. They said, oh, she's totally back to, everything's done, she's healed. And then we find out later her husband said it took it 6 months to get back on her feet.
Yeah.
Mr. Rove, Harlan Hill here. Why is it that the default of the Hillary Clinton campaign is to lie and obfuscate? As you pointed out, they could have come clean on Friday and said that she's not feeling well. They didn't even really need to say that it was pneumonia. They could have just taken her off the schedule for the weekend. And then after the event, when she had to leave because of the medical episode, a Hillary Clinton spokesman actually came out and said that she's fine, she's in Chelsea's apartment, she's doing okay. And then when she left Chelsea's apartment, she said she's feeling great. Then later that evening, we had the revelation that she had pneumonia. It just leads people to question, the series of events here just don't line up. It seems like they have contradicted themselves several times. The excuse for why she's not performing has changed over time. So when are we going to see a more honest tone from the Hillary Clinton campaign? Maybe we won't at all.
I love your youthful idealism, Hill. I really love it. I mean, look, candidates, the candidates are who they are, and they project that image, that sense, those sensibilities throughout the campaign. And hers is to, borderline paranoid. So of course they wouldn't announce it on Friday. And you're right. Think about Sunday. If we'd known that she had a minor case of pneumonia on Friday, and on Sunday she said, you know what, I'm not feeling that well, I'm going to go to my daughter's house, then this would have been less of a deal. But as it is, it raises more questions than it answers. But candidates are who they are, and they project those sensibilities throughout the campaign. Why did she have a private email server? Because she didn't want us to know. Why didn't she tell us about her diagnosis on Friday? She didn't want us to know. Why didn't she tell the truth about when she had the brain clot and the concussion? Because she didn't want us to know. So there's a price to be paid about being not forthcoming.
Yeah, Shelby.
Karl, this is Shelby Holiday. I know you're all about the map in these presidential elections, and while polls are tightening, you know, Clinton still has a big lead in some of the states Trump wanted to go after, including Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. Does this now provide him a window of opportunity to go after some of those states where he's really trailing, or will he stick to the traditional battlegrounds? We're seeing him go to North Carolina and Iowa, for example.
Yeah. Well, he better not stick to the traditional battlegrounds. He better win the traditional battlegrounds. Think about it this way. He's got to win the states that Mitt Romney won. 206 electoral college votes. He needs 270 to win, but Romney won 206. And right now, there are 3 of those states that are at risk. North Carolina with 15. Georgia with 16, Arizona with 11. He got to worry about all of those. But if he wins all those, he's at 206. If he wins Florida, where he's within striking distance, and he wins Ohio, that gets him to 253.
Right.
But that still puts him short. So he's looking good in Iowa. He's slightly up there. That would get him 6 more, gets him to 259. Still 11 short. He's in striking distance in Nevada, but that gets him 6. That would get him to 265. He's still 5 down. So he's got to find something else out of that red wall, the 242 electoral votes from 18 states in the District of Columbia that the Democrats have won in each of the last 6 elections. And Pennsylvania is the biggest target. 20 gives him a lot of extra votes there, but you can't just put it all on one. Virginia, there was a good poll out last week. That's 13 electoral votes, 20 in Pennsylvania,
so he's
16
got to branch
in Michigan.
out.
But he's got to branch out, and he's got a very narrow path to victory. On the other hand, she's got plenty of paths to victory if she holds on to the 242. She wins those 242 in Florida, she's president. She wins 242 and Virginia and Ohio, she's president. She wins the 242 and a couple of other states, minor states, and she's president.
Right.
She got a lot of paths to victory. He's got a narrow one.
Wow, interesting. So can he do it, Karl, real quick?
Yeah, he can. I mean, he cut the lead from 7.9 on the in Real Clear Politics average on August 7th to 3.1 today. That's a big drop, but we're getting to the tough part of the campaign, and movement is going to be difficult. Though it could be volatile because we have so many undecideds and so many people who are weakly linked to their candidate choice, and so many people who are strongly linked to their candidate choice because they really dislike the other person, not because they necessarily are enthusiastic about their person.
Yeah, what an election. Incredible. Karl, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Karl Rove joining us there.
You bet. Thank you.
Coming up.